Hey y'all, Sai here! It's February 2021 and it's time for an OPP. And I was wanting to get this episode out before Valentine's Day because there's a few projects that would make really great Valentine's Day gifts. And I know it's only 2 days before Valentine's Day, but it's 2 days before Valentine's Day! And Pat, I'm not wearing a head covering just for you. So let's see what we have. These first projects are from Tuttle. He routered this eagle out doing hand routering and he painted it. And his wife picked the colors. He said he doesn't remember exactly where he found the pattern, but it's out there somewhere. This next project he made is his first resin table ever. And what it is, it's the state of Michigan, the lakes. And he used some blue acrylic, then he put a clear acrylic cover over the top of it, and it looks really cool, Kurt. Thanks for sharing that with us. This next project, also from Kurt, is this chessboard. He said it is made out of 1x2 pine, and what he did was he stained some of the pine, and then he cut everything to size, and he mounted it on a plywood backer board. And then the little pieces are made out of basswood, and the light ones are just coated with poly, and the dark ones are stained. And the edging he bought from Lowe's. Those are cool projects, Kurt. Thanks for sharing them with us. These next projects are from Terry Case. This first, it was an experiment that he did, and he burned wood and then he carved it. And then he did the opposite, where he carved the wood and then he burned it. And I told him, you've made a brand new technique. That's so very cool. But I asked if I could share this because it's pretty neat. I mean, the one where he burned it first and then carved it, that's just really cool idea. And he said he had to spray it with lacquer so that the soot wouldn't get all over his arms while he was routering. So very cool. Then he also did this Intarsia elk. It's patterned by Judy Gale Roberts. And the woods he used on it are cherry, walnut, and maple. Then he also made this little basket, which is a Steve Good pattern. And he used butternut with this. That little basket might be a really cool Valentine's Day gift. So thanks for sharing those, Terry. Next we have this cross by Kevin Marshall. He said he used walnut, mahogany, and pine, and he made it for a friend. Thanks for sharing that, Kevin. Next we have a Valentine's Day type gift, and it's from Ron Ostromecki, and it's a Valentine's Day box. He used a scroll saw and cut it all out, and it's made from maple and walnut. And he got this pattern from Sheila Landry and Keith Fenton Designs. And I went and looked on their website, and they have a whole bunch of other designs too. So thanks for sharing that, Ron. These next projects are from Paul Krivenya, and he made 3 carved spoons. He used birch and alder, and he coated them with linseed oil. I've never carved a spoon, but it doesn't look very easy. So good job, Paul. Thanks for sharing it. This next project is a pencil drawing from my cousin Teresa down in Texas. Yes, another awesome pencil drawing. And she said she'd never done feathers before, and she said that the feathers are very challenging, but man, it looks so good, Teresa. Thanks for sharing that. This next project was done by Jim Merrow, and this is an awesome Valentine's Day gift. So first I'm going to tell you the woods he used are aromatic cedar for the flowers, western red cedar for the leaves, walnut for the stem and the lettering, and aspen for the white rose petals. The backer is plain cedar decking boards. The roses on there are patterns by Judy Gale Roberts, and he designed it in that oval pattern himself. And this project is for a daughter that's going to be giving this to her mother. So her mom and dad, her dad is Denny, and he calls his wife Sis, and this is the Valentine's Day card, his actual writing. What I was told about this is he passed away about 10 years ago, and so what Jim did is he took his writing and he made it out of wood, and then he put it on this plaque with these 2 roses. And this daughter is going to give it to her mom for Valentine's Day. And then Jim added a special touch by putting a picture of Denny on the back of the project. That's so awesome, Jim. So thanks for sharing it with us. These next couple of projects are from Melanie Boone. This first one is the single feather carving that she did, and it's made out of pine. It's a relief carving, so the feather is sticking up. And what she did, she sketched it onto the board, and then she used her flex knives to cut everything away around the feather. She put a Minwax red chestnut stain and then finished it off with shellac. Then she also made this double feather pine carving, and also using the flex cut knives. And this time the feathers are carved into the wood. And then she used some Rust-Oleum Cognac wood stain, and she wiped it in there, and it got down where those feathers were, and then she wiped it off, and it left this rustic look on the face. Then she put a shellac finish over the top of that. And this next project is, I'm calling it a Valentine's Day project because she put a little heart in the handle, and it is a charcuterie board, which is like a meat and cheese board. I had to look it up. Or a serving platter, cutting board. She made this out of teak, and she used a jigsaw to cut it out. And she applied 5 coats of Food Safe Butcher Block conditioner. And it's just really cool, Mel. So thanks for sharing all those projects with us. And this last project is by Tom P., and it's a heart box. He said he used Paduke and mahogany, and he made this on his CNC machine, and it took about 15 minutes to make each section, which is just 2 sections, top and the box. He finished it with Old Masters polygel, and he buffed it with the Be All buffing system, first using Tripoli, then white diamonds, and then carnauba wax. So thanks for sharing that with us, Tom. And that concludes this month's episode of OPP, and I hope everybody got some Valentine's Day ideas if you need more ideas for Valentine's Day, which is a couple days away. If you have a project you'd like me to share on OPP, just send me an email. I have the address down below, and put OPP in the heading. I would love to see your project, and I'd love to share it. So thanks for joining me, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye!